I'm so not ready.
Yeah. You know that song Super Shy? It's how do you call it? It is a K-pop song.
That's how you call it?
Super Shy.
Okay.
That one. You know that one?
No.
No. All right. That was it. Welcome, everybody, to another joyous episode of LangTime Studio. I am your host, Jesse's Chettle.
Love you.
I'm not feeling as good about my hair today as I was last week, I don't think. What's going on with this? You know what I'm saying? Yo! I forgot about that. Yo! Indeed, Madeline, you heard K-pop. Do you know the song Super Shy? Who does it? Who does Super Shy? I don't remember if it's Twice or if it's some band with a different name. I just know it's not Blackpink. I can say that for certain. New Jeans, that was it. And New Jeans has something about them. There's some, issue. And I never got into that.
Curious to know what the issue is.
Yeah, well, you can look it up. Apparently, it's a whole thing. Anyway, speaking of Madeline, we have a bit of an announcement that we want to share. Not our announcement, but Madeline James' announcement. And that announcement is SpecCon, which is a new world-building convention, kind of. The name suggests kind of an outgrowth of the speculative biology community. It's kind of interesting. If we had gone down a different path in history for conlanging, we might have called conlangs speclangs.
Speckling?
Specklang.
Oh my God. Excuse me while I speckle.
Oh my gosh, a speckle could be a conlang sketch.
A specklet.
A specklet. Specklets. Specklets would be a chewing gum. All right, so SpecCon is it's a one-day convention. And it's exciting. There's going to be 6 speaking slots, 7 speakers because we're a slot. I don't know if you knew that.
I mean, I assumed because
okay.
Normally the only people who give us solo time are ourselves.
Yeah. Which is a treat for me because then I get to watch you present, which is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world to do.
That's very sweet.
But yeah, SpecCon is going to be held in Dublin, Ireland on June 6th at Trinity College, Dublin. And it's very exciting. We are very excited to be there and present there. We are already all booked and everything. Excited to go. This will be our first time in Ireland outside of an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, the tickets are now completely and totally on sale with no hiccups or changes. So the particular site that I have linked to, it's not actually the SpecCon site, it's the SpecCon Eventbrite site, where you can purchase tickets right now. And I'm going to go ahead and link that in the chat. Anyway, it's going to be very, very, very exciting. And incidentally, this little charmer right here is Tato, the SpecCon mascot.
It's just adorable.
Really, really cute. CopyCon, as you know, doesn't have a mascot. It has a corporate sponsor, an official, unofficial corporate sponsor, and CopyCo, the delicious coffee candy that each one of us and all of our viewers enjoy.
Love.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, though, so yeah, this is a pretty cool thing, a pretty big thing, and a pretty Irish thing. Also, if you're going to look to make a larger trip, I will remind you that June 13th is, wait, June 13th or June 14th? God, how am I going to get this wrong? I think it's June 14th actually, is Bloomsday, which is the day that everybody celebrates James Joyce generally, but also James Joyce's Ulysses, because Ulysses takes place on that day. Anyway, so very congratulations to Madeline and all the behind-the-scenes machinations that went into putting this on in a comparatively short time span. Well done. And yeah, we will look forward to seeing you there if you make your way. So, having said that, I don't know what else. Want to go? Just skedaddle.
Right now? Me and you?
Yeah, take a little nap.
Well, I am right now really trying to pull my brain out of where I was working this morning and into a different language. So, yeah
You want to tell anybody
struggling
about the project you're working on?
Well, this year I am finally making the larger Woktinato language family happen. So it's something that I started kind of mapping out quite literally with drawing a map of an island in 2017. I created Woktinato as a language meant to be like a mother language of future languages, but also meant to have come from, a fully fledged society already with a language in another place. So it's like it's meant to be sort of a midpoint of like it came from something, so it's not a proto-language. And it's going to create lots of daughter languages on this island. But anyway, I created Woktinato in 2019. 2 years ago, I finally created the first branch, Wojina, the South Forest language on the island. And I'm pretty sure it's 2 years ago because I think that's what I used for Lexergy in 2024. Not Lexergy, Lexember, the other LEX word. That's what my Lexember was, I think. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had finally done like one branch's worth of sound changes and some grammatical sketchings of like what's going to happen grammatically in the language. But this year I've set aside my daily conlang work is going to be focused on the Fuller family, with the first goals being just get sound changes in order. So that way I can then branch by branch go through and like think grammar and like if these are the sound changes, what would happen to these prefixes and suffixes as they're joining these other units as all these sound changes are happening. So, and then what, grammatical shifts may be inspired by the fact that, say, certain inflections are completely leveled because codas are lost or whatever. And so I have been working on that. There are 7 major branches within the family, and later I hope to also create 2 creoles and maybe some dialects within them. But there are 7 major language branches, and I've finished sound changes for 6 of them. And so like right now, my brain is still on that 6th one that I was working on, because while I've got all the sound changes, I need to assign them to different eras because I am mapping out these sound changes relative to movements around the island with a whole little history that's happening. And so I have to chunk them out by eras. So that way, when I do eventually make creoles, I know where this language stands sound change wise and where this other one stands when they, come together and merge. So I just need to have everything mapped out. So that will be my next thing I want to do, which of course that's where my brain is right now as I'm thinking like, I've got a whole lot of sound changes that went into this 6th branch.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it might help you to just, speak it aloud, and also that others might be interested. And in fact, if you want a little bit of background information on, this language family and what Jesse's doing, her Woktinato grammar is on Fiat Lingua somewhere. Just go to Jesse and search back.
And that's the starting point that I created in 2019.
Yeah.
So,
also, speaking of Jesse and Fiat Lingua, this month I put up my read-through and reflections on Jesse's book. So if you haven't got a chance to read it, or even if you had and you want a little bit occasionally of some behind the scenes info and also just my reactions, it's a fairly short read. That is the Fiat Lingua for January 1st to what is going to be a very busy Fiat Lingua year. Lots of new material. Yeah, and lots of stuff. And I need to remember, like, I'm scheduled all the way through June, but I've got like 5 more things.
Oh, and I also need to make a note to myself to remember I need to send the corrections to my editor.
Yep. Okay, so to get us back into it.
That was good.
We could take a look at the poll. Like to get the poll done quickly so that we can focus more on the here and the now.
Can everyone hear you? Because this is way close to me. This microphone is like in my cup of coffee.
Did it hang there, George?
Like, how bad.
But no, it's supposed to be close to you.
Yeah, but this feels closer than normal. Like, I feel like it's
no, your computer
it's in my personal bubble.
Your computer is a lot further back. Anyway,
We'll see what happens.
But also just a little bit of a sneak peek. This may, hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to be the last time that we present with this setup.
Mm-hmm. And by setup, audio setup, the rest of it will be the same. Where are we moving? Where are you moving us?
No, I'm not going to.
Did you finally rent me that giant building with a clock tower that just sits there empty by the highway?
Not quite. You remember
Dang.
Exotic Snacks?
Oh.
No, but I still want to get it so that we're not using the external camera. There's got to be a way to get your camera feed onto this computer from your laptop. There has to be a way. And I think it has to do with the OBS virtual camera. I just haven't quite figured it out yet.
It's not that it's about figuring it out in OBS. If you recall, David, you do have to download an extension and plug it in. There is like you have to get a separate downloady thing and do it.
I thought I did.
I thought you didn't, because every time we thought about it, it was right before stream, and it was like, oh, you have to get another program that you have to like. And then the question was, because it technically then also picks up audio, and it's meant for podcasters who record podcasts in 2 different physical locations, and we didn't know if it would cause major issues by us being in the same space.
By the way, seeing Jonathan. All right. What are we doing? Oh yeah, the poll. Let's do that real quick. Get it out of the way. So, we are really, like, I know that we spent a lot of time on the sound changes, but now we are plunging headlong into grammar, and we are starting with exactly how the nouns are going to be doing things. We know that we're going to have a verb initial language. We know that modifiers are going to follow the nouns. What we don't know, and we'll hope use this to guide us kind of the rest of the way, is what the argument structure is going to be.
Sorry, I read Jonathan's comment, and now I'm picturing you being in Dungeons and Dragon mode at all times. Like you got your D20 always ready at your side. But go on.
Man, I was a really fun DM. I kind of look at it the same way as I do as when I used to teach. I was dynamite in the classroom, but it took so much work in the off time to get me there that it was just I had a lot of fun. There was at one point where I had set up an election with various candidates, and I gave them updates on the polls each time.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so poll, right? All right. And so we came up with this idea to have this unmarked argument and then a minimal number of other marked arguments. And we came up with 4 different potential strategies for this. The first one is the most basic. There's only one marker, and it's just core versus non-core, and the source for this would be go. So it's just, the thing doing the thing, and then the thing that marks the non-doing the thing. It goes to that. B was a minimal extension of that. It was that same system, but also a locative that would double as a genitive coming from hang, because they're bats. Mm-hmm. Did you like that? You weren't watching it.
I saw.
All right. Good. Then we had a little mistake. I don't even know why I did it this way. D should have been C and C should have been D. Thankfully, everybody figured it out. The problem was I put the titles for C and D were identical, as Yoni Poher pointed out in a comment, but it still said C and D, so I think everybody figured it out. But really, if this was the basic system plus locative, then this should have been the basic system plus locative. D should have been C, C should have been D, but whatever. People read it, and they figured it out. So, essentially, it was core versus non-core, and then there was a third argument, come. And that argument was an ablative / ergative. And so then it was either just those three or that plus the locative / genitive. Anyway, votes spread out for all candidates, but any guesses, just looking at these systems, where our patrons would go?
I actually am not sure. I didn't check in on the results throughout the week, and I feel that if this were season 1, they absolutely would have gone with the most marking that they could. But now that we're in the season we're in, they have been trending towards let's mark less. And so I'm actually not sure whether they went like an A-B option or a C option. It's probably D.
Honestly, no. Very astute. Even though there were votes spread all around, this was really a 2-horse race between A and B.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. And there was a winner, clear winner, edged it out just barely.
But then is it clear if it edged it out barely? To me, a clear winner is like it had enough votes that maybe it wasn't a landslide, it's not edged out. It was like it was a clear winner.
This is really interesting to me because, of course, it's clear to me because they render the results as graphs, right? And so visually, it's very easy and very clear if it's like, even if it's just like a 1-vote winner, if these are the same, and then the one above it is ahead by just 1, then it's very, very clear, even though the result was only a win by 1. If, on the other hand, it's like this poll down here is this way and this one is this way, then it becomes less clear.
Okay.
So, yeah, close but clear. The winner was B for bat.
All right. I like this idea.
Yeah. I actually...
Maybe it was because hang was in there and everyone really got delighted by that and wanted that to be a grammatical marker, but go on.
I think so. Magpie says, I like the split S option. I got to tell you, I did too. I did too. I liked it for this. But it was clear. So, So we've got go, we've got hang, and we have core. And so that is that ski. So let's, now we can set that aside and get back to just chatting and having fun. How are you so dark?
I feel like I've got to do some adjustments. I'm also kind of slouching and moving around. It doesn't help. I was better when I was closer to the camera.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. And everybody, regular Boobos are back with Miles and Jake together again. So
Together at last.
Tuesdays at 1:30. George, I assume, is still going at 6 a.m. Pacific on Saturdays. I don't know. I'm so far from waking up at that time now. We've been waking up late. I feel a little ashamed to ask, but are Madeline and Jake still going on Mondays?
Monday. Yeah.
I have not been tuning in.
I'm pretty sure they are. If they're not, then I have been making up seeing notifications. Yeah, they are.
Sometimes I feel like Rizzo the Rat. You know?
Oh, he's a great narrator. He's the best Charles Dickens there ever was.
I tell you, I meant to stop by, but I didn't.
I guess technically Gonzo was Dickens, wasn't he?
Oh my
And
goodness.
Rizzo the Rat was just there to...
Yeah. They skipped
his foil.
1 week after Christmas, and that was it. Jake is all, what if Jessie did the talk by herself? Oh, man. Earned and deserved. Decidedly. Okay.
Hey.
What are we going to do?
Noun. Oh.
What's
What
wrong?
is that? I see what's on your notebook.
Oh, I was just working. On something.
Wow. David is really talented as an artist. He needs to draw more things.
I would if I knew how to use Procreate, but I once mentioned that I was interested to somebody, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, I also once mentioned I was interested in trying to speak Spanish at home.
Really?
Yeah, because I told you I wanted to get better at it. And then nothing happened.
Did you ever finish the book, The Spanish in 5 Minutes Each Day?
No. But I am doing... It was a coffee session. But, I'm doing my daily duo.
You know what I picked up again for the first time in years? My Kindle.
Did you finally start reading from it? Because I charged it.
Yeah. In fact, I finished... I won't say I finished a book, but because this book has been chunked into 3 parts, I finished a section of a book that I started ages ago. I haven't read from in years. It's terrible.
Oh.
It is called A Glass Darkly? Is that it? Or maybe In a Glass Darkly? Let me see. It is In a Glass Darkly. It's from 1872 by an Irish author named Sheridan Le Fanu. And it's 5 stories of varying lengths that are scary stories, allegedly. They're terrible. Just awful.
And you hadn't pulled anything up for us to see, right?
It's just for me to see.
Okay. And George feels my pain. He said they also tried to speak, Chinese at home, but it was difficult because the other person has to have lots of patience. I will say sometimes David struggles with my pronunciation and wants to correct every single word. And sometimes you just got to let all those slide and let me get what I'm saying out.
I'm going to tell everybody this. There's one thing that you can do to vastly improve your Spanish pronunciation. All you have to do is this. Just remember this. Anytime it's T or D, pronounce it with your tongue between your teeth. There you go. And that's it. Everything else, you aspirate things, mess up the vowels. Who cares? Do that.
Payroll. Payroll. You can say that, right? As long as I don't have my T and D's mixed up. I
guess the R was off. I guess the R was off. Tiendas. Stores. Instead of tiendas. Tiendas. Even if you do the vowels right, tiendas, it sounds bad if it's not the
My
dental
goal is not to
tiendas.
sound native, but to actually like have people understand me. And I understand that my pronunciation will remain a bit American, a lot American for a long while, but like until I'm in the zone of speaking it, like it's never going to get better. Duo understands me.
Oh, goodness. What am I doing? Oh, I'm so tired. Did we get our Kopiko yet?
No.
Okay, let's delete some stuff here. So these go away. This also goes away. But I'm going to keep this note here. These are... Right, we're going to do an article, aren't we? We're going to do an indefinite, like, singulative article.
Yeah.
That's this. Okay. Okay. All right, so then we have two prepositions that we've got to deal with that are going to interact with this thing right here. And we never said anything in any of our sound changes about what happens when two vowels come next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, Biblaridian is here. Biblaridian is also speaking at SpecCon, by the way.
Yay!
Some big names. Jake Penny, too. Jake, Bib, us, Madeline, and World Building Pasta. And I'm missing somebody. Artifexian!
Yeah, Edgar's speaking.
Artifexian!
I don't know if we should go by Edgar now, or I guess...
Well, he is being advertised as Artifexian.
Okay, so...
That, I think, is probably a big deal for some, since, of course, Artifexian retired from YouTube on January 1st, right? Mm-hmm. So this will be the first opportunity you get to see him since then. And I wanted to say online, but actually I should have asked this. Maybe I've just forgotten. Is this going to be live streamed, Madeline? I said, is this going to be live streamed, Madeline? Not live stream, Madeline. Very sorry. Very sorry to have verbed you.
I kind of like that idea, though. You take the past tense off of the verb and put it after whatever just comes after it.
Yeah, it's very Basque.
And then you say that's it.
Yeah. Oh, my. Oh, remember those days? Yes.
But, yes, as we wait to see if Madeline says whether it's going to be live streamed. Oh, here we go.
I make no promises about live streaming it. If we end up with a volunteer willing to manage it and tech works, we can try.
That's a good call.
Whew, boy, that means you better show up if you want to see.
This is an in-person thing. It's gonna be very personal.
I can do a reel on Instagram, selfie. Yo, Artifexian, yo, while it's happening.
You could. So David, you said
Yep.
something about vowels and coming together, and I think I kind of blinked for a hot minute while you were saying that.
Well, I don't think that we allowed for vowels coming next to each other in our protoforms, and so I don't think that we have any sound changes targeted at vowels coming next to one another.
Were these going to be attached to the nouns, or were these going to be...
Oh, no. It's not about the nouns. It's about this...
The little particle.
Yeah, the
which
little particle.
is very vowel-ish.
Yeah, it's vowel initial. So it's like, if we don't want to deal with that, then what we should be doing is looking at creating consonant final forms for go and hang. Mm-hmm. But if we want to portmanteau it to make it, shorter, then I don't know, maybe we do. Either that or we do some aggressive grammaticalization lenition to get us shorter particles. cards on the table here. This is what I'm interested in. You know how in French, if you have the preposition a and the definite article le, the combination is o.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. Same thing with le becomes o, but with an X, and then you pronounce it if it comes before a vowel. That's what I would love to do here, since we have a very limited number of these. Mm-hmm. We have the two prepositions that are just going to be what they're going to be, and they may occur before this singulative article. And so that is two opportunities to do something fun. That's all.
That's from vowel breaking. Okay, yeah, so I needed to remind myself what we had done in this language. I feel like it's been forever. I also don't have my notebook over here.
Oh, the purple one?
Well, I at some point I'm going to need to get water too, so.
You want me to get you some water, hon?
Well, no, because I don't want to be left alone on camera staring at the document like a lost little squirrel. A little Kira.
Ora.
Well, I was using I assume, no wait, I should be a Tigre. I am not a Kira.
And that's actually a dental click.
That's what the C is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm sorry. It's what it is in Xhosa and other languages. So,
yeah, that's what I am. And I am in the Amichie. I'm in the fog.
Oh.
I can gaze lovingly, yes. Okay. Well, if you want, like, it's not that we have to have consonant forms,
I'm gonna put these.
but we could have some irregular degradations of vowels that are like unpredictable in these grammaticalized forms, because like you had mentioned in French, le comes together as o, and like it doesn't do that in the rest of the language. It's not like every time you have le,
yeah, I
it
know,
becomes
it's just
o, and so it's like
yeah,
it's
so
very
it's
unpredictable.
grammaticalization. Yeah.
So I don't think we need to worry about whether they're vowel sequences. We can decide what to do with them as they come together. Yeah.
What is the IPA symbol for a rounded schwa? Kind of forget.
A rounded schwa?
Yeah, because that's what it is in French.
Is it the...
I think it is. How do you do that?
The one that's not a theta but looks like one?
Not that. How do you do that?
I'm glad you understood my little finger drawing.
Yeah. It's not that one.
I'm double checking, by the way. I was right. It's the fat theta. Or is it open mid? Close mid. So it's not actually a schwa. There's no rounded schwa.
There's no rounded schwa.
There's slightly above that at the AO line is the fat theta. Below it at the O line is the whoop 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 whoop, like the little boopy sideways heart.
I can't. It won't let me. It won't let me copy something from chat, which is a shame. It's not that. It's not that.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to find it for you?
No, I'm just gonna go to the chart here. There we go.
I enjoy finding things, though.
Okay, there we go. This is our little French spiration right there. Okay.
Thank you for recognizing that, Miles.
Okay, so we have for one. Now we just need some. And there's also, we can have these things change depending on whether they come before a consonant or vowel. If we want, we don't have to. But yeah, let's start coming up with some forms for go.
Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity to leave you and go.
Here, so I'm gonna pull up to our IPA chart, and remember that if it is in, this needs some attention, doesn't it?
What? Why?
Well, because like everything's in black, nothing's in red.
Did we lose anything?
Tons of things.
That's unfortunate.
Like almost everything, because there's no adjectives anymore and there's no prenasalized stops. We do still have the glottal stop, right?
I think so.
Jonathan with question mark, bye, I guess. Miles says, stay grammar, Jesse.
Oh, I will. It's very chill over here.
Okay, Miles has made a suggestion. I'm not going to say it's a good suggestion, but Miles has made a suggestion, and I'm going to write down. Okay.
What is Miles's suggestion?
It's khir. I'm sorry, khir. 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 It's hard to...
That does make me want to go.
It might be a little thick for a short particle. I do want to just take a look and see what it comes out as. Oh god, it's a damn apostrophe thing. Very little change. It just basically it loses the adjective-y thing. Oh. Oh. Hold on a sec. Huh. Yeah. So I do need to put in...
Kobe O'Brien is suggesting prenasalized BA. Bah.
Okay.
Or is asking if we had ever considered getting an MBA. I'm not sure.
Never once.
Me either, yeah.
Due to extreme lack of interest.
Like, I am struggling to be business-minded in our business things that we have to do. And I'm very grateful to the team we have assembled who takes care of all the business things on legal and other sides.
There is a for those at Berkeley, one of the nicest buildings on campus with that was the first building to have like its own little inbuilt like cafes and things like that. All of it just extremely lovely, absolutely gorgeous building is the brand new Haas Business School, which keeps to itself. It's a frustration. Let's see, I'm writing down all the suggestions.
Oh. That's right. I had forgotten I had done this. I forgot I added a little writing system for Guineso. There it is. How cute.
Something about the way Jesse said Kobe O'Brien made me think of Kopiko Bryan, who is, of course, the frustrated intern that has to deal with every single mention of Kopiko on the stream. You get an email, frustrated email from him every Thursday, and he's just... So here were the unlicensed mentions of Kopiko that you did in this stream. We ask you to please remove them, and then we don't. We just send an email back that says LOL. And then Kopiko Bryan gets yelled at every single week. And that's not his real name. We just call him Kopiko Bryan, of course. He doesn't like it when we call him that.
Okay.
Do we have modern H? I can't remember if we have modern H. We do have modern H. But we don't have, wait, do we? Oh yeah, we have h, but it only occurs in certain instances. I don't think we can get it word initially, can we?
I'm gonna be real honest. I don't remember how we get it, so.
It's oh yeah, it's at the end of a word. So we can distinguish it finally, nah and nach, but that's easy.
You know, Magpie, I gotta say that flying in general out of the U.S. right now is expensive. Because we have paid the same amount for what we're paying to get to Europe to get to, like, St. Louis. And so it's just unfortunate. So I just think in general right now, flying is, unless you hit one of those random deals, then it's very exciting. But
I don't know if that's the same Haas, to be honest.
the same what?
For the Haas School of Business, named after Walter A. Haas, American billionaire, president and chairman of Levi Strauss & Co., which of course we know from the jeans. Levi's.
Did you? How did you pronounce it at first?
Levi Strauss & Co.? Pretty sure that's how it's pronounced.
It's Levi, isn't it?
Oh, Levi Strauss. Huh. Has it always been that?
I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Well, German Jewish immigrant Levi Strauss? That's really how it was pronounced? Oh, wow. Born Löb-Strauss. Löb-Strauss, yeah. Levi's sister Fanny and her husband David Stern moved to St. Louis, Missouri, while Levi went to live in Louisville, Kentucky. Wow. But yeah, how did the name change happen?
Probably a nickname.
Huh. Okay.
What are we doing? You were working on sound changes of forms and looking to see if things were possible.
I don't think it's the same Haas as Haas avocados.
Okay, that's what we were looking at. Got you.
Oh, he was a part of the Order of the Golden Bear. Oh, I'm so jealous. So, okay, remember how we stayed at the faculty club? Mm-hmm. And how behind it is a small log cabin with no name?
Okay.
That is Senior Hall. that is where the Order of the Golden Bear meets. And that is like the top of the top when it comes to Berkeley.
Is it like the skeleton key of Harvard?
Kind of, except hopefully less nefarious. Membership of the
Well,
order
how would you know?
includes, I wouldn't, influential members of the university administration, California government, and the Board of Regents.
So it's a group I wouldn't want to be a part of. Administrators and government officials. Nah, pass.
Wow, look at this. Notable members. I sure don't see my name.
How would you be on there? It said administrators and government and
I
board
know.
of regents. Like, that's none of that yells David.
Never heard of a thing called Dothraki?
Why would you want to be a part of this group?
Look at this. Like, all of the names that I'm seeing here, these are all the names of, like, that are on buildings in Berkeley now. And then also Earl Warren. Remember Earl Warren?
No, but
Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Remember the Warren Court? Anyway, sorry.
But I do agree with the sentiment that most of these secret societies aren't really that exciting when you get down to it.
I don't know. It just looks like a cool building. I'd like to be on the inside and just, see the little bear statue that I know is in there. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I did break into Dwinell. I don't know if people know that.
You did what?
I broke into Dwinell.
Well,
John Yap and I did.
Well, there you go. Why don't you and John break into this like little secret log cabin and see what's... I don't care, but
we
you
busted into a
obviously-
run out of that when we saw the... there wasn't alarms, but there were like...
The laser lights?
The lights. They were like going like crazy. That was a caper. That was a caper.
Ooh, use your
Anyway.
skeleton key from the skeleton cave in Stardew Valley to break in.
I do have the Golden Bear pin.
Hey.
Paid extra for that. Anyway, all right. I actually...
I made some good faces there. I could be. I gotta remember not to pull faces. You all make memes out of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was actually one of the things I was glad I got out of teaching when I did, because that was just starting to get more popular. People taking pictures of their professors and like using it to create memes that they passed around to other students. And like, yeah, usually not nicely either.
Yeah. By the way, this is more of a generic sound change, which, of course, if you studied French, you'll be well familiar with, where essentially it was the L just kind of dropped off, and so it was really Al became O. So you'd be familiar with this, for example, if you know that the singular animal in the plural becomes animaux. Why does it stay animal? Probably because there was a vowel on the end there at one point. But then if there was a vowel on the end there at one point, why is the plural without the vowel? How did it retain the L? How did animal retain the vowel? Or the L.
Well, doesn't the L stay unless there's an I behind it? And that's what triggers the shortening, because
Cheval? Yeah, I guess you're right.
there's a lot of all words, but then when you start doing alla, it... Because wouldn't the plural have at one point been like animale?
No, it would have been animals.
And that's awful.
And so animals became animals, kind of like that type of thing, or animals. And then that became animaux. I don't know the order, but then the sh dropped out. That's why it was spelled with an X.
Oh, there's a doublet. It may have been two L's? I don't know.
Oh my.
I'm just now... I would think so, Tinguish. But also, it is a thing that just happened.
Hang on a sec. We passed this by. Matei says, I've been in some secret society stuff in the UK.
And it was grody Tory stuff, and I...
Sure. But first of all, this is California. So there's that. But also, how have you been in secret society stuff in the UK? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Tethys. So this is much more phonology rather than grammaticalization. This one though doesn't make as much sense. Okay. We need some more suggestions other than this. Especially since two of the suggestions put vowels next to vowels.
So we can have codas, right? This is how much I'm remembering. Yeah, CBC. We do say, maybe we didn't do anything with it, but we do say a sequence of two vowels is interpreted as two separate syllables at this stage. So, like, I think we did. Plan on it? How about adjective TS?
Oh. There's no O. So cute suggestion, but
You are. Zur. How about that?
okay, it's a bit heavy, but let's do it.
Its entire language is heavy. We can also just, do I glottal stop. Yeet. That could be go. You wanted shorter, but not vowel final. I'm doing my best here.
I mean, all right, let's see what else we got.
You didn't take my I glottal stop, so IH. Is that short enough? Maybe instead of TUR, maybe just like TUR. So then it's not t, but it's tur. Or tun. Maybe an N. Tun.
Let's see. It's a lot of stuff to write down. This is all height.
Jake has im as an example, potential.
Come. Oh, come now.
I'm gonna go see what Jonathan tagged me in and see what faces. Go look at Discord and quotes and memes if you want to laugh. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh, I needed that little laugh.
Wait, why isn't my... Oh, hold on. I want to see the funny... Quotes and memes?
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh my god. Oh my god. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, it's just...
He was a dad trying to figure something out. You just nailed that, Jonathan. Quite literally, he was reading a text, I'm guessing is what happened when he went on his phone. He realized there was a text there that had to do with family stuff tonight.
Yeah.
And had to do with Meridian.
You should be grateful that I am not your father. I'm at least 4 times my size when I'm a father. It's not true.
No. It's like not at all.
No. Interesting. Okay, well, we've got some things to work with. Something happens to certain sounds before you and before I, doesn't it?
I think so.
Well, it's not M. What was it? It was like it disappears, right? Before certain things.
Oh, that's so sweet. Jake, do pass on jaunty hellos to your parents. They are just delightful people.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, well, Jake says my parents keep bringing up how much they miss David and Jesse.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Mateus, that's like my dad. He also has an iPhone, but I think he spends more time complaining about it than he does using it. You should, Jake, because it's not just a hello. It's, it's a hello. I'm imagining that like those little corgis that when they walk in the park and they get like this kind of step, that's my jaunty hello. That's the kind of step it needs, and it's giving. Thank you, Jake. Thank you.
It's less sonorous than the first. First consonant is labial. For this, how sonorous is a prenasalized stop?
Didn't we create a little chart?
Did we?
At one point did we take it out because we decided we didn't need it anymore?
Yeah, we might have. Because does the nasal win, like the prenasalized part of it, does that win? The first consonant is labial.
Well, the stop classes are the least sonorous, followed by fricative nasal class and approximant class. So a prenasalized stop is the least sonorous consonant we have.
Well.
With the adjectives.
Unstressed. Oh, and unstressed. Hold on. No, it's not getting deleted. I think that it's counting the prenasalized bit. So in other words, if you have the sequence A-M-U consonant, right? Stress should be on the first syllable. Oh. Well. Apparently, stress is not on the first syllable because the coda consonant pulls the stress.
Yes. Okay, so also, Jonathan, we don't have a regular D at this vowel deletion stage. There is no non-prenasalized D in the proto stages of this language. So It doesn't matter where that would fall on the sonority scale for this language, because at this point, if it's a D, it's prenasalized.
Yeah, okay, so if there's something that comes after it, I see. Interesting. Okay. Noted.
I figured out today, while working on sound changes in Lexergy, how to do Effectively, cause I'd introduced tone in this one particular branch, and it was the kind of tone that we did in Miniche, where it's like onsets matter, codas matter, stress matters. So all these features give traces of high and low. And I figured out a very clunky way of doing this, but I clunkily worked my way around this add down, up, down, and then you figure out if it's high or low tone after the fact. I did it.
Nicely done.
Am I missing? George, you said you set up a recurring event for Tongues and Runes, and somehow it became Tongues and Runes. But that's the same as the other thing that was just typed. But that actually sounds like a thing someone should do. I'm very curious what you mean by that, George.
Oh. He meant it became Tongues and Tunes.
Tunes? Tongues and Tunes. Love it. Okay, that makes more sense. Typoed it back into being correct, right? I'm glad I wasn't missing something. I was really staring at all the vowels. Did I just read it the way I want to read it? I was really trying to make something work there. David, tell me what's going on in your head. Do you want to show Luxurgy on screen or?
No,
No, okay.
No, I'm too ashamed. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Why are you ashamed?
I don't. Okay. 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 Okay.
Rungs and Tunes, where you climb ladders and sing. Yes.
That basically describes every medieval musical from the 1950s.
That's you.
I am. I would think that Do Not Disturb would say,
Do not disturb.
which I am. What does Do Not Disturb even mean?
It means
if I'm
sing when you're on a
disturbed.
ladder and your computer felt pretty high. No.
Doesn't it seem like, that's exactly something that would be in, Robin Hood or Camelot, At some point somebody's on a ladder singing! So I want to...
Everyone thought that was Fireflies by Owl City. I think that was just your ringer, right? Was that even?
Yeah, no, it's an Apple thing.
But I see why they think that. It does have the same vibe as the beginning of that song.
I don't know that song.
It's a good one. You've heard it before because I have made you listen to it. But
Yeah. The only song that I know by Owl City is the one that was in Wreck-It Ralph.
which one was that?
When Can I See You Again? So,
David has caught fireflies.
I want to
Or chased
revisit.
them anyway.
I want to revisit your IH suggestion. Yeah, I never caught one.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Mm.
Yes, Owl City is a, I would just call them pop music, not even. I think when they started, they were kind of more on the indie side, but I think they're really just pop music.
It's a band that people on Tumblr who are now late teenagers think a lot more people know than they actually did. Let's put it that way.
Anyway. What were you saying? You were saying something to do with the language. I was talking about Owl City and fireflies and how I tried to help you catch one, but you at least got to chase them.
Yeah, sure did. It's lovely, honestly. Fireflies are just lovely.
I do love them.
So, let's do some. Okay.
Fireflies was released in 2009, so it did not get popular before that, I'm going to say. And it's on their album Ocean Eyes. Electronica is how they describe the album. Wikipedia says that the song is built around a bleepy synth line in the Air Bunnies. So apparently Fireflies was their only top 10 Billboard Hot 100 hit until 3 years later when Good Time, which was a duet with Carly Rae Jepsen, peaked at number 8.
Wow. Hey, good for her.
So there we go. All right.
Okay, so we got the. Let's just put these in plural just for the heck of it. All right, we got that. Now, I want more real estate. I'm gonna go down here.
Oh, George, for me, Firefly and Lightning Bug are absolutely interchangeable. Depends on, like, right now I'm calling them Fireflies because we're talking about the song, but, you know, half the other time I call it a lightning bug, depending on just what's been triggered most recently or what sound I want to use.
And then
That noise is back. The jackhammering.
I'm going to start with this. Okay, so yeah. I don't know, Jess. I don't know.
And it would matter what comes before it, whether it would be...
Yeah, for the tone of this one, yeah.
Okay. But it wouldn't matter for the W coming before Amira. It's always going to be a W because there's a vowel. Okay.
This, on the other hand, that's strong.
Would this be to a glideless squirrel?
Yeah. Go ahead and write that in there.
And then to a cloud.
Yeah.
And this was which protoform were you working with to get the hua? Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how aggressive to go here, and also it's like if you put hua. If you put like hua, let's say that we do that, are we admitting a new consonant that is only going to occur for this form. Doesn't seem like necessarily a thing to do. I don't know.
What does the U go to U before the prenasalized? Is that like just a standard?
Like that's just what I just spit it into Lexergy. That's what it put out.
What's
So
cool?
yeah. So right. Don't treat this as like fixed. We're
No,
gonna.
no, no. I
That's
was
just what we got for now. Do we do have W, right? We have W in context outside of this one, right? Like we've gotta, right?
well, we have W as a green consonant on the IPA chart.
No, I know. I was hoping it wasn't just because of that, but it's not. It's not. That's the result of something.
Yeah,
Because
B, D,
yeah.
and G become W, L, and Y
Yes.
intervocalically.
There we go. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
babe, so
Mm-hmm.
that gives us a potential of having HUW before Amira, Huamira, because at that point it kind of treats the Hu as an open syllable instead of being closed with that Mba, because the Mba kind of, goes Hua. And so I don't know, I guess I don't know if it should be high or low tone. But
Probably low.
that, so we could get Huo and then squirrel, or Huamira.
Yeah. Let's. Here, wait. I should. I'm gonna put these over here actually. And these options don't necessarily go together. I'm just throwing down options here. We could also do something completely different and say it's this is just taking those and putting them right up there. I'm also going to throw in this. I'm feeling less good about that because of W, because then it's Wamira versus Wamira.
Yeah, I kind of like the Hu.
Yeah.
And I would imagine in quick speech it would potentially just come out as Huamira, but I don't think we should make that a feature of all the language. It would just be
Got
like,
it. Wamira.
yeah.
Wamira. Goodness gracious. Wamira. Yeah. Wamira. Okay.
And do the do pronunciation with all low tone. Don't worry about the falling tone because that has to do with what comes before it. Can you do those with squirrel following it, just so I can hear the difference between huo, hu, and ho in context?
Let's see. Sorry. Huonihie.
I like the huo. I think it preserves more.
All right.
Yeah.
There's only one very small question left to answer, and I don't really know how to answer it. So I know about this one, but like this could be huo or it could be huo, depending on what comes before it, but I don't remember why we came up with this.
I'm wondering if that would have been blocked, though, by the H being effectively an onset. So, like, now the huo low tone is protected. Because there was, at some point, IH in between whatever came before it. And so...
if we just do the form HUMB, it comes out as HUB.
Yeah, and I think the reason you had then done that was because you didn't want um, it had to do with the flow of the tone across the whole unit.
Cool. There's one other tiny little baby thing to consider, which is that this originally came from this, and so we could think of it as the preservation of tone by pulling that over.
Because if it is following a plus high, it came out as falling when it got reduced. And so this would be a potential falling. Cool.
We could, so in other words, I think it actually does make sense to do that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jesse, we did something.
Kopiko.
We did something.
Yay.
Oh my goodness. Time for some Kopiko.
I mean, I've done lots of somethings today. It's just, not on screen.
Yeah.
I know you have too.
Yeah. Boy, it's been a day already.
Yeah, Aaron, go get your Kopiko.
Woo! Oh. Cheers.
Yee. Thank you. Now we just need to figure out what hang will be. Something very different.
Yeah, definitely. This Kopiko is brought to you by our official partner and liaison, Kopiko Brian. Thanks a lot, Brian, for making sure that we can have Kopiko on screen. Cheers. Okay. Let's see. I'm actually just going to expand this table. So this is 1, and then this is to go, not bolded. And good. And now I'm gonna do that. Oh, my bad. That's that row. This is much simpler. It's going to be ich and h. And this is not going to be a concern. It's just that before consonants. Okay. Oh, Karis. Karis is here. Karis, you missed nothing.
As per Section 56 of the Kopiko Terms and Conditions document, users or consumers of the product may not separately devise slogans or advertising for the product. Please respond imminently.
You got it, Kopiko Brian. Here's my response. LOL. We love ya.
Lots of love.
You absolutely should get Tato chips for SpecCon, Madeline. And I don't think it would take too much work to come up with little labels that you can paste on the, like stickers that you can put on the top of it. This is my impression of David Bowie doing a Texan accent. We're not going to talk about Hyundai. Twin Peaks reference.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we need something very different. We got E and H. Thank you. Mm. Surprise level 0, Mateus. This can be a little meatier. Jesse's just madly typing in forms, and I kind of love it.
Okay. I'm trying to, because I want to play with the potential ooh-ah realm and putting some syllables that, and also like things that feel hangy in my head.
Okay. I can see Madeline eventually co-owning a dude ranch. I'm just gonna flip over really quick just to show everybody the results. And again, this is just plunking them in. The reason you see the
I thought the top line came out as MBG, and I was like, how is that possible?
the reason that you get the huge variability here in what it's ending as is it has to do with stress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it also has to do with the fact that these forms have A's on the end of them for some reason. What the heck? That's on me. That's super on me. Wait a minute. Holy crap, are these forms even correct?
By the way, a boring definition of a dude ranch is where you basically bring people to the ranch as visitors, but then they like part of their vacation is to work the ranch. That's a dude ranch. That's the boring one, though. Your definitions seem much more fun. What are you humming?
I think that all of this, the UO stuff, came from me putting in the wrong form. Super sorry. It's actually much more boring.
What form did you put in?
I had the A at the end. So umba. It's supposed to just
Oh, so just today's. Everything else stands from what we did last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
However, if you smash together
It's my bad. Yeah.
the UMB vowel,
Mm-hmm.
like I think we could still get who with a W, right?
Oh, I mean the V form is correct.
Good. Okay. So and then
Yeah.
ho instead of ho. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah. That's just that is a little silly from me, and I think many have come to expect more from me than that. Very sorry.
Um, so I'm struggling to some of the smaller forms up here.
Oh, I mean, I guess I can increase the size.
Well, because you know, it's like I'm looking at the YouTube preview and then your box inside.
Okay.
I'm just.
So,
Is there anything that catches your attention that you want to put in the document as an option to consider?
so kind of get our whoa back. We're getting some O's. We're getting some O's, but yeah. So the Mung form, I don't think it's gonna work because it looks too similar. I think to what we've already got.
Because it comes out as mo. Is that
Yeah.
or mo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ngar. A little thick.
Okay.
Ndun, a little thick. Node, a little O. More.
Because it's being grammaticalized, though, couldn't it just come out as du? Like it wouldn't have to keep the prenasalization, right?
Which one?
Ndun coming out as ungdun as a grammatical process, couldn't it just come out as du in context? Unless it's unless it's the beginning of a sentence and it needs ngdu and then it could like get fortified.
I don't think that we actually have D as a consonant on its own beginning of word.
Well, that's why I said in context. Like if it follows other things, like if it follows a vowel, it could just be du. But then if it starts or follows a consonant, starts a sentence or follows a consonant, it could be ngdu.
Oh, you're right, because we do have that in between vowels. Interesting. Okay.
And that way it could be like, you know, follows a vowel versus not, and it could be interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. This is interesting. Yeah. Let's give that a wave. So we'll need this. Okay, before a consonant, it's just going to be ngdu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is high tone. High tone. High tone. Do. For vowel, that would be dun.
And at this point, I'm going to change this to near of the glideless squirrels.
Yeah. And then these would be ooh. Well, let's discuss this because this could be interesting. I'm just gonna write out the full form here so that you can see what it would be. And then we're going to go from Lexergy to pages. So this is the full form. We can ignore the angma because now it's going to matter whether it follows a vowel or not, whether that shows up. So the full form, it's low, it's long. Duno.
I think it should keep the low tone then, yeah? So like instead of ndu, it's ndu.
Yeah, what do we, but I mean, so it's going to have the no on the end there. It's pretty long.
The A, that's what. Oh, okay. I didn't pay attention to the plural versus indefinite singular. And I thought you were just giving us more options to consider. I was like, why? Why make it high tone? Okay.
Dual. Duno. Dual.
Yeah, low tone dual.
And then
this is actually kind of interesting. Just drop that, and suddenly you have high tone short vowel versus low tone.
maybe that.
Wasn't just duno being dropped out? So shouldn't that be an N, not a W?
It's coming from the O. So it's shortened from nduno to nduo to ndua.
Gotcha. And I was thinking the N would have no reason to disappear in that one, but because we're having the N disappear between U and O, it still makes sense to have it be a W.
Okay, well, I mean, either that or I'm willing to hear alternates. So nduno amira. I'm sorry, nduno amira. Nduno amira.
There.
Nduno
So
amira. I could actually see it just being the end. Nduno amira.
if this happened before the O dropped out before consonants, you would have this at the same stage as no, and then, chikie. So these would coexist. And then this form can shorten by just shortening the vowel from there, but this form, then the N could drop out, like at the next stage. But that would give reason for this to have shortened first.
Okay, so then the next question. Short vowel or long vowel?
It's kind of crazy if we had a short vowel there and the only difference between the two is tone.
Yeah.
Crazy in a way that makes sense for a tonal language.
Yeah.
Where tone matters.
Gosh, I kind of want to see. If for anybody that is actually following along right here, I want full here. Oh my gosh, does that actually show up?
What?
No, it doesn't. I mean, that's pretty decisive. I would love to hear in chat from the evidently one person that voted for keeping the long vowel. Speak your truth.
Or forever hold your peace. One reason it would make sense to have the long vowel is that at the point where things are getting reduced, it's a kind of like a coda. And just dun. You know, it kind of makes sense. However, if we're thinking of this as sort of smashing together, it makes more sense to be an open syllable that, you know, duenara. And so.
All right. Short it is. Okay. Now this becomes interesting because we got to add
Before and after a consonant.
Dang. Maybe this just isn't a very good table for what we're doing. I think, was that it? Was that the one? Yeah, it was the one. All right. You know, a lot fewer people listen to the Who nowadays than did when, you know, say we were in our late teens. The Who were a bigger deal at that point. So were the Rolling Stones. The Beatles remain as big as ever. They're kind of fading.
Did you say they remain as big as ever, but they're kind of fading?
The Beatles remain as big as ever, but they're the Who. And the Stones.
Ah, the different they.
Mm-hmm. You trying to get us to add a fourth person in this language?
It's the one that refers to the one not recently mentioned. There's going to be 8 third-person pronouns, so that way you can reference them accordingly. Because there should also be a they, not previously mentioned, but also not previously mentioned. So not even part of this discussion yet, introducing they. This one to me feels easier to predict. Like, okay, the NG will drop out when there's a consonant before it. Like, so to me, I don't mind having these sort of smashed together.
Boy, nobody said anything about that. No, I fixed it. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. Actually, this...
We would need that on the vowel one, too.
Oh my god, you're... Oh!
Because the drops out.
Do you know what this means?
We could just put the ng in parentheses.
No. It means we're going to have some forms with a double apostrophe.
Lil.
Little soups. And they're for cats, not humans.
But cats that live underwater, apparently. They're always in little submarines.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Well, that's nice. Got a little grammar done.
Yee. Well, let's think about what we want to do for a poll, David.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're moving on now.
So what's next?
I don't know.
We got some cases.
Yeah, we got to put some stuff together.
God, I just like made my hair back.
You do it again.
I tried to calm it down.
I think we might know what would happen next if we entered some of this. If we don't come up with anything, we can just do the numbers poll.
Always in our back pocket.
And I will say thank you, Jake, since I was the one that cut it.
Oh, yes. David is my hairstylist. And so thank you, Jake. We could talk about adjectives, modifiers, because we know we're going to have them agree, right? In some way, shape,
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, we just got to start writing some stuff in. Okay. LangTime is a head initial. Oh, you're going to start beach balling on me? Ooh. LangTime is a head initial language with well, I'm going to write in VSO word order, but I don't know if that's necessarily going to be true by the time we're done with this.
As you keep going, a question for you. Will you have a booth at SpecCon for haircuts? Karis, gotta pay for those flights somehow.
Oh, it's been 10 years since Jonathan got their haircut. That's a long time. I would have expected the hair to be a lot longer.
Well, actual haircut, which begs the question of, does that mean perhaps Jonathan is... Bits of trims, there we go. Okay, so not like you haven't touched it, but like an actual, like, gotcha. But also it depends on how your hair grows, because some hair grows in ways that just kind of makes it a little bit fuller, kind of in layers, I guess you could say, that makes it fuller rather than a lot longer. Or like Janet's hair that you never realize how long it's getting until she stretches it out and it's like down to her butt, but when she lets go it's like almost up to her shoulders.
Oh, and Jonathan has that same type of hair. Yeah. Now modifier or prepositions possess order possessee, possessor, order and prepositions for now. LangTime nouns do not necessarily inflect. Nouns inherently come in one of two genders. Oh my.
Apparently you need to tell your computer not to take calls. I think it's like overriding.
Like, shouldn't it know? Like,
it should, because it should copy whatever's on your phone, but like I know you're in do not disturb. I know, so I don't quite understand why it's doing
that. Okay. And these genders are associated with somewhat characteristic nominal endings. We do need to name these. I know that we said we're going to do day and nights.
So the flight ones are going to be night, right? Because bats are more nocturnal and they're going to associate themselves as the night class.
Very brief tangent here. There was a time when I was young where I was like, oh, look, I got one hair like growing out of my chin. I'm like, haha, look at me. That didn't last very long. Then the hair started coming in, and I was like, oh, this isn't a novelty. This is
Life.
what I'm going to look like.
I like how you look.
It's not bad, but I wanted to be hairless. I am glad that my arms aren't bad. You know, they have hair on them, but it's nice. I don't know. Hold on, let me look. Where are they? Where are they?
The categories?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't...
Flies, doesn't fly, large, small. Oh, here we go. So fly, walk, small, big. Okay, so the ones that go together are walking and small.
Yeah, yeah, and then flying and big.
And then flying and big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we are going to want to say that bats are definitely in the flying category.
Mm-hmm. And so I think that should be the night class. So like...
So then we need the word for night to just naturally end with one of these endings.
Mm-hmm.
And we can do that simply by having the word be like that. And I don't think that's too bad an idea. Same thing with day. So yeah, hey, everybody. Jesse included, throw out suggestions for words for night that end in either RAH or NDA, you know, with a glottal stop.
And when you say words, you just mean like protoform.
Yeah, 2 syllables. And then for day, we want something that ends in E or ihi. I'm so glad we got rid of that. E. It's like, that's it. That's it. I did it. Why have I been having so much trouble with it? It's E. E. Oh my God, it's easy now. E. E is walk. E.
So I'm thinking...
Remember, there's no E or O. Proto-vowels are only A, I, U. No E, O.
I like nara. Nara.
And we got mara. And also, if we change that E to an I, it's kind of cool. Let me see what that would look like. Sorry, we're going to go to Lexergy. Yeah, too bad if that's your suggestion, because I like mine better. D. E. Let's see what that comes out as. That comes out as ndehi. Ndehi.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
That it is, but it doesn't end in that EA. That's interesting. What happens if we put the A in there? I bet it would. Yep.
Check quotes and memes. Jonathan is nailing this screenshot thing. As usual.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Incredible. Jonathan, email me that. I want it in the best resolution possible.
Oh man.
Okay, so I really liked the I one, but no, I think that uh, that um, that Kopiko Brian is right. Ndahie is now the word for day. Ndahie. It's so nice.
Okay.
And it ends in that. Okay. So we got to write this somewhere. Um, Love it. Okay, and then the other one was Mara, right?
Yeah.
Which would just be Mara.
Which is nice.
Oh, oh. But it actually ends in an H.
Oh, instead of an A. So maybe it should just be Mara.
Mara. What are the other?
What if we did Mahra? We kept the H but put it before the R.
We want it to end in a short vowel.
So
So it's got to end in a glottal stop. Mara. Yeah.
the H doesn't pull it up?
Um.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Mara. Okay. So Mara is night. I like
Mara.
that.
Yeah. All right. You hear that? High pitched. Oh, it's gone.
Was there a mosquito near you?
I heard that anytime you hear like a high pitched note in your ear, it means it's the last time you'll ever hear that sound, and then when it dies, it's gone, and you'll never hear that sound again. That it's actually your hearing going. I'm not sure if that's true.
I hope not, because I've heard a lot of those.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe why, though, half the times when I'm not looking right at you, I'm like, huh? Huh? Huh?
Whoa, Jonathan's heard it too. Oh my gosh, Kopiko Brian has heard it too.
You know, it's. You know, I've also heard that if everyone in a room goes silent at once, it's because there's an angel over you.
Never heard that one.
An angel has visited the room.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So, you know, just something else I've heard.
Like, it would make more sense if it was like there was an angel and it farted, and that's why everybody stopped. Ooh, clearly there are evil elves stealing particular tones from our collective hearing range.
I like that,
It's
yes.
Danielle. Nice to see you, Danielle. By the way, Danielle, are you going to make it to SpecCon? This is a purely informational question, not a pressuring question. Well, then we'll look forward to seeing you the next time.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Back to it. Yeah, I was going to say if we didn't think about anything else, we could do the number poll because we haven't done that yet, right? Or did we? Did we? Wait. Did we do the number poll before the season, or was that for the Fox language?
Do you remember we did that on another language? We did the number poll twice, and like one person noticed.
That was a different language. I think that was How Off.
I know, but like our collective memories.
There was a little number talk, wasn't there? Gosh, I don't know what memory this is triggering.
Let me see if I can search polls. You know how searchable and usable Patreon is.
I'm gonna change gender to now. Also, this is...
Let's see. I want to search. Nope, clear filters. I want to search polls. It would have been published in 2025. And I only want
2 numeral systems, 1 for day, 1 for night. Easy. That's
this
right.
level, because that will give me the description.
Even at night and odd at day. So you can only use odd numbers during the day and only even numbers during the night. The only number you can use at any time is 0.
Got pause. Okay, so I'm back into season 7 polls. Would this have been like so far back that it was actually before the foxes?
No. I think the very distinct and clear memory that I am having is from the fox language, where we had to, because it was coming from Halgoff, we had all these questions about exactly how the number's going to work, and we had a whole discussion about it before the fox language started.
Okay.
With our mice, you really think that they wouldn't have discovered 0 yet? Come on. Mice know all about 0. Okay. I'm actually going to start this discussion right at the outset.
What discussion?
The class of certain nouns made to be memorized. Most are easily identifiable. Right, don't worry. Examples are given below. And we are going to have a start. This is, I don't want this. I don't want, ay. Yes. Okay, hold on. Don't want that. Okay, here we go. Oh my God.
Do you want me to fix it?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to we can just have some fun coming up with nouns. Let's start with what we've already got. So we've got...
Well, we should start with what we've got because we've got 1 minute left of the stream.
Yeah. Um, and then I will add a note somewhere in here about, you know, the historical origins of these as 4 classes that converged as 2. Okay, so we have our flying squirrel. And do we have another? No, that's the same. And that is an adjective. We don't necessarily know what the status of these endingless nouns are going to be. So we'll have to think about that.
I feel like some that naturally ended in certain ways would have been just reinterpreted as already having the suffix.
Huh.
And some we could actually get very interesting, back formations where, like, for instance, if Mara is interpreted as having a suffix, you could imagine them creating a Mahie version of it. Despite the fact that that never should have been possible.
Huh. Does the RAH ending always have a low tone?
Maybe.
Because this one doesn't.
Which? Oh,
Why does that have a low tone? It should have a high tone.
Can you tell me which one you're looking at?
Marra and... Yeah, those should both be high tone. Why is it that way? Is it different when I put a space in it? Oh, it is
We
different.
did glomination, babe.
It is
We
different
put that in.
It's different when I put a space in it. What's everybody seeing right now? Oh, it's Lexergy. Oh, well, I'm glad because I've switched to it, but that wasn't what everybody's supposed to be seeing. My bad. Those have high tones. Wait. Miles reference. Does an RA ever get a high tone? Like, ever?
According to this chart, no.
Well, and the word for night probably shouldn't have an RA that ends in a high tone, shouldn't it? I don't think there's any way to get that tone. There's no way to get that tone low. There's no way to get that tone low. And the vowel short. I should specify.
And a short vowel. Okay, so this is our... We could work with the other ending, which it can be a high.
Yeah, sure. I just it was a nice word for night while it lasted.
And it needed to be short, you said.
Yeah, so just, I don't know, something that ends in da, like for example, if you put in the protoform manda, it comes out as mola. What do you think about that as a word for night?
Sorry, I was trying to make something work, and
I was
really
hoping to elicit a response from you. Word for night would be mola,
That's beautiful.
isn't it?
It is.
Thought you would like it.
I do. I was really trying to make things fit for you, though. I was trying to make it.
Was it working out?
No.
Okay. So let's.
But I like your word better, so it's good.
All right. All right. I promise this will be the last thing we do. Miles and Jake ran really long. 2 days ago, and they've been getting hammered for it. Oh,
Well, we better end now. 14 minutes before we.
It's been merciless. Okay, there it goes. I might also clean up the romanization section just after the stream. So, we've got that all sewn up now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you all next week, and hopefully it'll be with a new sound setup.
Yeah, and thanks all for coming. And once again, remember, SpecCon is coming. It's coming.
Yay!
Is it speccon.com? Did you get that? Evidently you did not. Oh boy, where am I going?
Boy,
Oh no! Holy crap.
David, don't
Definitely
just
do
pull
not
things.
go to speccon.com.
Well, it's about to be on the screen because you man,
sorry.
David's killing things.
But
But speccon.org is what Karis is saying.
what's the website here? I'm just going to go to
Speccon.org is what Karis is saying.
.org. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm at
And-
Madeline's website
And to
now.
try to remember to plug myself
There we
if you're
go.
in need of a
There you
textbook.
go.
Conlang guide.
Yeah, there's nothing better on the market. All right.
I'm trying to get better.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's nothing left to Tato. See you later.
Wow. Stay grammar, everyone.
I did it. I did it.
You did something. Ooh, thank you, Karis.